Hey everybody, about 2 months ago we did a video about landscaping our terrace here at our condo in Phuket. We're going to show you how it looks now and some of the things that kind of went wrong and didn't turn out quite like we expected them to.
This is Khaki Shorts, where we cover travel, food, and just utter nonsense.
The first thing I want to show you is our palms that we put in. This didn't turn out exactly like we wanted it to, just because something kind of went wrong. So let me show you these. So they actually look pretty good now, as you can see. Here's a little footage of when we originally had these put in. And when they came out to do them the first time, we didn't realize that they did not put any kind of drainage in the bottom. It was just the dirt. So the first time we had a hard rain, this thing was completely full of water and just running over. Now it has a drainage hole right here, but the problem is nothing was coming out, just a trickle. So I actually put something down in the top here in the dirt to make it drain. And of course when it came out, it was all of that water plus about half the dirt. And it looked like this. So needless to say, we could not leave it like that. So we cleaned all this mess up. So we got in touch with our landscaper. They came out, took out all this dirt, all the palms, and then they cleaned it out, put in rocks at the bottom, with a mesh over the top of it, and then the dirt, and then replanted all the palms. So now when it drains, you get a little trickle of dirt that comes out, but mostly it's just kind of muddy water. But it's draining a lot better now because we've had some downpours, and it's definitely a better job. But they took care of it. Okay, so we also had 2 growing vines that we wanted to plant and put up here that would grow up into the awning up here. It hasn't worked out quite like we thought it would. Let me show you those 2. So we had one on either side of the doors here, and this one is doing okay. It's starting to come back a little bit. It's actually had a flower on it, and it is actually growing up the rope that we have to go up into here. It gets sun in the morning. It does not get sun in the afternoon, so I don't think it's growing as well as it could. The only other problem is we had one on the other side of the door that didn't get any sun just because it's completely shaded, and it didn't do so well. We went to vacation for a couple of weeks, and I'm not sure if it got underwatered, overwatered. Somebody put something in here they shouldn't have, but it's not looking great, as you can see. So we moved it out from its spot, and it actually gets morning sun here. We are actually thinking about putting in a trellis here, so it'll have something to run up. And our other thought that we're thinking about doing, haven't decided about this yet or not, is to put it maybe over here and just have it run through the railing. The only downside to that is that I'm afraid it's going to grow on the outside, and that we're going to lose leaves and things over the edge, which will go into our neighbor's terrace below here. So we haven't decided about that one yet. That's still up in the air. But at least those 2 are doing better than they were. This one still looks a little pitiful, but it's got some new growth on it. So we're hoping it's not dead. It's just got a long way to come back. So the third thing we had put in were our trees over here. So here's what they looked like when we first got them. So you can see it was just the dome. One of them looked a little better than the other, but we have had a lot of new growth since here. Here's the other one. They're doing pretty good. We're leaving the twines on them here just to make sure they stay upright. This one out here on the edge gets watered whenever it rains, but this one right here only gets a little bit on one side just because it's kind of under the awning. And this one gets less sun. This one gets a little more sun. I think they're 2 different varieties just because of the flowers. This one you can see that we have white and sort of a lighter purple, but the one on the outside has much darker flowers. So I'm not sure if it's just because of the sun or if it's because of just the variety. But these 2 are doing great. We just kind of keep them watered, put a little fertilizer in them, and they're doing good. So overall, we're pretty happy with our terrace. We might add some stuff in the future, but the palms out here look good. We're still working on our vines, and our trees look good. Okay, so that's what our terrace looks like now. We're sitting out here enjoying the view and enjoying the flowers on these trees. hopefully everything will keep growing, and we'll see what we can add in the future. So be sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos about our retirement life here in Thailand and our trips around the world.